Hey there, hi there friend. My name is Ashley and today I'm going to show you how I made this foam yard display. This is a huge life-size cutout. This was taller than me. It was super fun to make and you can make these of anything you want. So I'm going to show you step by step how to do it. So if you're interested in these kind of projects, go ahead and subscribe. So I got this big piece of foam from Lowe's. I got the condensed foam. You just want to make sure that you don't get the white flaky foam. I'm going to use a projector to project my image that I want to cut out onto this board. Of course, you can project anything you want. I'm doing the Duke of Weselton. Here I am with a tape measure, making sure he is the height that I want him to be. And again, you can make these things as big or small as you want by moving the projector closer or further away from the board. I'm using just a pencil to trace out my image, and this is just so I can get an outline so I can paint it. I feel like pencil might not have been the best option. Maybe a paint pen would have worked better. The pencil did leave indents though, so that helped because it definitely did not leave markings on it. So now I'm taking my little image that I plan to paint. I'm using it for reference, and I'm just going to use some paint, and I'm just going to start with an outline. I wanted to use this paint pen. I thought it would be great. It didn't work for me. Make sure you have your coffee because that is a need, and then we're going to get started painting the outline. I ended up, as you can see, using the brush and just acrylic paint because my paint pen just would not work with this. If you can get a paint pen to work for it, that's definitely going to be the easier route than dipping it in paint. I spent a lot of time painting this because I could not get my paint pen to work. So I definitely advise a paint pen if you have such a great thing. Here's what it looks like after I've got the outline done, and now I'm going to cut it out. For safety reasons, I did get this mask. I've seen somewhere you're not supposed to breathe in the fumes from burning this foam. I also got this foam cutting tool. I will link both of these in the description below. These are affiliate links, so if purchases are made through my links in the description, I do earn a commission. And I just put my mask on and I started cutting away. Now, if you're doing this, just make sure you're being super careful. This is a hot tool. So again, I just kind of pushed it through and it essentially kind of cut it like butter. As you can see, it just kind of melts through. I did make sure to stay on the outside of my line a little bit because the melting travels a little. So once you run the line, it's like the foam moves. I don't know if you can see it in this shot, but you can see the foam line just kind of grows. So I kind of went outside of the line a little bit of where I wanted the cut to be. I cut out all of my outlines until I had just a 3D little cutout of my guy here. And then I'm going to paint him. I just use some acrylic paints. I did learn that the cheap acrylic paints take several coats. So this is when it's probably best not to skimp and get the cheapest paints possible, because you will be painting for a long time and doing a lot of layers. So I just go through one color at a time, painting until I get him completely painted. Again, I do his face, his hair, just all the little details. This is the most time consuming part. This is where you will spend the most time on this board. Me personally, I spent the most time doing my outlines, and that's only because I got the wrong board the first time. And I got like a white foam board that kind of flakes away. And then when I went to cut it out, it kind of fell to pieces. And so I had to completely start over. But for the most part, this will be the most time consuming part, and that's only if you're getting something as detailed as what I have here. If you're just doing something simple, it won't take that long, but I do have a pretty detailed little character here that I'm doing. I had a friend whose son was in a school play, and this was his character, and I just thought it would be fun to make this just for fun, to stick in her yard, to celebrate, you know, that the Duke lives there because her son was in the play. It was just real fun, and so I just thought it would be a fun little thing for her. As you can see, I got a king's gold color. I thought that would be the perfect gold for his little gold accents. And I just took my time with this, painting all of the little details. I am going to go back over it after I get done painting and do the outlines of everything. I'm not sure if I recorded that, but I did like re-outline the things that needed outlining with the black paint pen. So here it's just me, you know, filling in all the spots. A lot of this is going to have black paint around it and won't need outlined, but all the things that do need outlined, like his mustache, his hand, I did go back in with a black paint pen and outline those. As you can see, a lot of these clips are me painting, and that's because I spent a long time painting. Make sure when you're painting these, you're also painting the side. It's not necessarily a have to, but I like the look to be like cohesive along the side, and I didn't want like you to look at them from an angle and see the big green side. A lot of stores, their foam is purple or like another color like gray. This green was the only one that my Lowe's had that was the type of foam board I needed. And again, just make sure it's that real condensed foam board. As you can see, I just put some headphones in and I just went to town painting this guy. It honestly took me days. Like, this seems like I'm going super fast. I have this fast forwarded. This took me quite a long time to get this character done. But it was definitely worth it in the end. And again, if you don't have such a big extravagant character with such extravagant little details, it won't take quite as long. Again, you can do these life-size cutouts of anything. You could totally even like make a cartoon version of yourself for like a birthday party, and that would be amazing. I know I haven't posted any projects in a while, and I'm hoping to remedy that very soon. And I'm taking this Liquitex Basic Acrylic, and this is like a sealant, and this is just going to go over top, and it's made to seal in acrylic, so it should not smear your paint. So I'm just going to put this all over the top. I'm going to brush it on lightly and just make sure every inch of my board is covered. And this is going to kind of help give it a shine, but also waterproof it, because he's going to be outside. I made him to go in the yard. Now, for those of you who have seen my cardboard cutout, you could totally do this and keep them inside. This does not have to be a yard decoration. But I just thought this would be fun for the yard. So I do want to make sure that the rain or the weather does not take off any of this paint. And so that is why I'm making sure to seal this in. I would probably advise still sealing this in even if you're keeping it in your house, but it's just a good step. So now we're going to make a way for him to stand up. I have these 3 pieces of the foam. One is wide, about as wide as I could fit on the bottom of the legs since they're skinny. And then 2 are 2 smaller pieces that I can fit on each side. I did want to leave a gap in between them because that is how we are going to stand this guy up. My thought process was we would stick a stake in the ground and then set him on top of it. So I just needed like a little compartment that a stake could stick into. So as you can see, I've got one of the small pieces on each side, the big piece on top, and that leaves just a perfect little hole in the middle for a stake. I did leave the top undone so that you can make the stake as tall as you want and it will go in. I did secure this with hot glue, but I definitely would suggest E6000 too. I do believe this still held up. At the time I could not find my E6000 glue, but I would make sure you're using a sturdy glue since this is going to be the whole support system that holds this character up in your yard. So as you can see, I have a stake in the ground and I'm just going to stick it in that little hole we made, and that is going to hold him up. This is perfect for any kind of life-size cutout you may want to make, especially if it's for a yard decoration, for the holidays, or for a party. These are so fun. If you're interested in these kind of videos, check out my channel. There may be some stuff there that you'd be interested in, and go ahead and subscribe so you can see every time I post a new video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.